What's poppin'? It's your boy Vince of Valholla Entertainment. If you're catching me for the first time, I talk about the music business without the gossip. I also run a music label and management company, so make sure to subscribe where I will keep you up to date on everything involving the music business. Today, we're going to be discussing Best Buy's decision to pull CDs from its stores starting July 1st. Target has also threatened labels to actually only pay for CDs sold. What this means is that come July 1st, Best Buy is going to be pulling all of its physical CDs from its stores. Now, if you actually know or heard about like as far as like consumption and music consumption, right now people in the United States are consuming more music via streaming services than physical as far as products like CDs, vinyl, and things of that nature. So right now, this is not a good sign for physical CDs. So I want to back up a little bit and I want to explain what's happening both on Best Buy side and Target side, because Target isn't threatening to pull CDs from stores, but it is actually threatening labels to actually only pay for CDs that are sold. So I'm going to start with Target first. So Target itself wants to actually pay for only CDs sold, which means that they want to use a consignment type of format for them selling CDs. In the past, if a label shipped out a certain number of CDs, those CDs counted as sales. They could actually, the actual stores can actually get credits for those actual CDs that weren't sold, but for the most part, record labels were counting records shipped to stores as sold. So with that being said, this means that physical sales are going to take a nosedive with this move, especially with Best Buy. Best Buy currently has CDs in the stores, but July 1st, it's going to be pulling them. So just to kind of give you some facts, first off, this information is from Billboard. So basically right now, Best Buy's CD business is nowadays only generating about $40 million annually. Now, I actually wrote about the death of CDs and how it's actually near. I'll put a link to that blog in the actual comment section. But according to Billboard, while it says it is planning to pull out CDs, Best Buy will continue to carry vinyl for the next 2 years, keeping a commitment it made to vendors. The vinyl will now be merchandised with turntables, sources are suggesting. So this pretty much means that for the next 2 years, they're going to continue to sell vinyl because of the commitment they've made prior. So, their plan is to move out of physical products, period. Now, I personally don't think that this is the death of CDs or physical products as we know it. I would say it's going to be more of a death of CDs versus physical products, because I feel like physical, products will actually, as far as the physical format, is not going to die anytime soon. I'll kind of dive into that in a little bit, and here's a quote of what Billboard mentioned about Target. So, meanwhile, sources say that Target has demanded to music suppliers that it wants to be sold on amounts to a consignment basis. So currently, Target takes the inventory risk by agreeing to pay for any goods it's shipped within 60 days and must pay to ship back unsold CDs for credit. Now, with consignment, the inventory risk shifts to labels. So pretty much look at it this way. Labels used to ship a certain amount to stores and they counted those albums. So basically the risk is now being shifted to labels. They are currently giving the suppliers for DVDs an actual ultimatum currently. So music labels are kind of waiting out to see what they determine on their end before they make a move. But I could say this is going to be, and the reason why I mentioned why physical products aren't going away anytime soon is because, or the physical format isn't going away anytime soon, is because of the fact that, everyone wants to touch and feel a product. Like, when with streaming, we can't physically touch anything. So it's like there's still going to be a subset of people that are going to want physical products, either it be vinyl or whatever new format is developed that's going to give people the opportunity to have physical formats for their music. Now, as far as the deadline that they're giving for the actual suppliers and vendors of DVDs, they're giving them to April 1st to May 1st. So we're going to know exactly what labels decide around that time. Now, like I said, this is going to be a huge blow to physical sales. Physical sales are already taking a nosedive, so I could expect once this happens that the next year's numbers are going to be fairly low. So this is definitely going to take a huge hit. So I want to know what your thoughts are. Once again, check out my predictions on the physical format because, like I said, I believe that the physical format will not die anytime soon. But it is definitely not looking good for the CD. The CD and the death of the CD is definitely around the corner. Leave a comment, leave your thoughts, let me know what you think about the blog, and I will talk to y'all soon.